In 1978, when I was separated for service, I received two visions for my life. The first had to do with the lost sheep of the house of Israel. God planted within me a supernatural love for the Jews, and since then I have managed to reach out to them on a one-on-one relationship that a normal minister of the gospel would not be able to do. Much of it has to do with my appearance as well as my lifestyle as a musician, but I believe the main reason is that they see within me a sincere love not only for them as individuals, but also for their nation that hangs in the balance of life or death daily. Many of you who know me have noticed that I wear the Star of David. It is a constant reminder to me of the commission I have that someday God will call me to fulfill. The other vision was to awake within the church the urgent need to get the gospel out as swiftly as possible because of the impending doom and disaster that is going to take place all around us. My message then was received as it is today with much apprehension. No one in their sound mind would stand in the pulpit and tell their congregation that things are not going to get better, they are going to get worse. So I let the message die within me, mainly because the pleasure just wasn't worth the pain it brought. Satan tried to destroy me in every way he knew how. But as a minister of the gospel, I feel it is my obligation not only to warn you of what is about to take place, but to also stir the gift up within you to preach the ministry of reconciliation to the people around you. I believe with all my heart that the church age is coming to a close and that the time of the Gentiles is about to end. What we do with our lives between now and then will shape our own destiny in the world to come. Where do I start? I remember when life was simple. Even if these things were going on, we didn't know about them, nor did we see them being so blatantly displayed around us. I had many questions, like why did we go to war and why Roosevelt would change our whole system of government. What was Vietnam really about? Questions that didn't make any sense by themselves, but after I learned the truth, made perfect sense. Like a putting together a puzzle without the box, it isn't until most of the pieces are in place do we see the true picture. So it was with the realization that our country was not a representative government anymore, that it had been replaced, through Fabian socialism techniques, to become a socialistic democracy which was intended to culminate with the creation of a new world order. And that this new world order held the keys to unlock all the mysteries in my mind. I began to watch as my world unraveled and I realized that everything that was, isn't anymore, and the delusion of both mind and spirit was intentional to bring about a mindless race of people with no desire or need for God, family, or country. I was watching the disintegration of a once great and noble people being replaced by automatons which moved out of programmed thoughts and actions. We had become George Orwell's 1984, maybe a few years later than he supposed, but they're just the same. We had succumbed to the elitist's view of utopia, a new world order.